Todd Bowles is not interested in discussing the potential departure of Jets offensive coordinator John Morton. The Daily News on Sunday reported that Jon Gruden is expected to be interested in hiring Morton if the former Super Bowl champion accepts the head coaching job with the Raiders, who fired Jack Del Rio. The Jets would not stand in the way of Gruden reuniting with Morton, according to sources. Gruden was Morton's receivers coach in Green Bay in 1993 and served as a mentor for Morton in Oakland in the early 2000s. "I don't deal in rumors," Bowles said Monday when asked of the news report. "Until somebody talks to me worth something, I'll go from there." Bowles said he has not spoken with Morton about the possibility of him leaving. "I'll have my talk with all my coaches in the next coming days, like I always do," Bowles said. Morton remains under contract with the Jets. Seth Winagap, "It's always good to have consistency and continuity," Bowles said. "But in the NFL things change all the time and you have to be ready. If we keep the same scheme, that's great. If we have to change for whatever reason, we'll go from there." Morton did a commendable job this season working with an offensive unit that was gutted of talent. The Jets lost their top two wide receivers Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker to cuts. Then Quincy Enunwa suffered a season-ending neck injury in training camp. The Jets finished in the bottom 10 in the league in total points, and in the bottom 5 in yards per game. "Steven Senipai thought he did good," Bowles said of Morton. "He had some plays that he made. Some things I'd like to have back, obviously. As a first-time coordinator, you learn things. I learned things as a first-time coordinator. But he brought them together. We ran the ball at times well. At times, we didn't. We threw the ball well. At times, we didn't. We had a lot of change over there. The way he adjusted and brought guys in, receivers, and implemented them in the offense I thought was outstanding. And we'll just keep building and keep growing." When asked why he would want Morton back, Bowles replied, "I picked him for a reason. He had some games where he called great," Bowles said. "He had some guys where he himself would tell you he'd like to have back. But we were happy with John and everything that he did this year. Obviously we got to grow from there, but it takes all the coaches. Not just one." The Jets will cut defensive lineman Muhammad Wilkerson at some point this offseason to save $11 million in cap space. "It is a foregone conclusion." On Monday, Bowles characterized how Wilkerson's season ended. The 28-year-old was a healthy scratch for the final 3 games of the year, including a loss at the Saints, when he was left home by Bowles after arriving late to a team meeting. Not the way he wanted. Obviously, not the way